The defense was crazy, but how bad does the Giants look, man? Like how remember we had this conversation. Who recorded with me that day when we was talking about Saquon and Daniel Jones? And I said, dude, you paid the running back. They keep paying the position. Man, quarterbacks are more valuable than running backs. So let's go ahead and give a quarterback that's not worthy. Because I think I said I asked y'all on a pecking order of running backs, where does Barkley stand? Probably top 3 or top 5 at least. Right. Facts. On a pecking order of quarterbacks, where does Daniel Jones stands? He's out of the top 15.
Yeah, how you give him the money? How you gave him the bag and didn't give the best player on the entire team the bag?
I never understand it.
But this is also the same owner and general manager that I think either traded up for him or had the early pick and didn't even flinch at this guy from Duke or North Carolina, not even a football school. And
supposedly Eli, Peyton, and Archie Manning made that pick for them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they was heavy in the process of finding their Eli's replacement. And they swore by Daniel Jones.
Really?
No, he looked just like
look it up. I might be lying. Look it up real quick, Joe. Make sure I ain't lying.
No, that's real because Peyton does this camp that was going to Daniel Jones when he was at Duke. Peyton comes to Duke and works with him all the time. So, and he looked like a Manning in the face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he a step Manning.
Yeah,
but he looked just like Eli did in them dog years at the end. With this O line that is, and now it's like for me, man. Cause I was having this conversation with people. Like people were like, "No, the Giants got the worst line in the league," and they might, but there's got to be a conversation for the Jets O line too. Cause my God,
I think those 2 early pressures that got Aaron Rodgers sacked and knocked out of the game was on Aaron Rodgers, because he held the ball too long on both plays. That ball was supposed to come out quick because if you seen the offensive tackle go and get the rusher's legs, that indicates that it's supposed to be a quick pass. Linemen don't really go get your legs that unless they're trying to get your hands down. So he went and got them legs, and Aaron Rodgers was in the pocket tapping the ball like he's looking to go downfield. That was on him, right? So I think they just wanted to make a big bang early, and he was looking downfield and he shouldn't have been. I thought the play should have been short pass to get something started, to get the crowd going. His first completion, run, short pass. I thought that's how they should have went, but yeah, he dropping back, standing in the pocket, looking for something deep was a disaster.
Question, y'all. How old is Aaron Rodgers?
He said on Instagram today, 39. But he said on Instagram that he'll be back. I shall rise again.
Achilles at 40.
Listen.
Achilles at 40?
Because he'll be 40. He'll be 40 by the time if he comes back, he'll be 40. I think his birthday is like somewhere earlier in the year.
He'll be 40 December 2nd.
Yeah, see, so he'll be 40. An Achilles tear, period, is hard to come back from.
Right.
An Achilles tear at that age is damn near impossible. If he does it, kudos to him. But we will definitely not probably see the same Aaron Rodgers if he does come back.
Listen,
let me tell you what the Jets got riding on this. Congratulations.
No,
no, seriously.
I'm 41 and I missed 6 to 8 weeks because I had a toenail scratch my sock. So I get it.
Look, what I was about to say, because the camera went to when they got the cart to bring Aaron Rodgers out of the tent, the camera went to the owner, and I just started thinking, this guy has this team in New York paying his quarterback all his money, made all these moves to get him and get his guys in there, and he's probably thinking about how many games did he get in the Jets on TV this year, how many jerseys he's going to sell, how many A-Rod jerseys he's going to sell, and how many tickets he go sell at a more expensive price than he sold them at last year, but they're still going to be sold out every game. And all of that went down a drain in one play. He's not gonna be able to sell those tickets out. The NFL probably gonna take some of them primetime games away from them and give it to somebody else. They still flex some of the games, right?
They start flexing, I think, week 12 or 14.
Yeah, they go take some of them. He's gonna miss out on some money just by their injury. Interesting.
It's a lot of dominoes that fall from this injury, man.
Man.
But that's why you got to kind of get a big name replacement in there this year for the money wise, like for the money's sake. You kind of got
Newton.
to
Slam Newton, Kaepernick.
No,
no Slam.
Slam Newton gets paid. Now, I would entertain Kaepernick.
Boy, that'd be big coming in New York.
I think if he gets Kaepernick, he still loses half his ticket sales.
You think Kaepernick would have ran out of that tunnel with that flag?
No.
Oh hell no.
No. He might have ran out of there with the flag, but not that flag.
No, he's not coming out there.
As soon as he would have ran out with a different flag, they would have had the emergency broadcast come up on the screen. Technical difficulties. They'd have yanked him off of there so fast.
If they told Kaepernick he could get back in the league right now, he'd had to run out there with the flag. He'd have had two of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, but like you said, man, you ain't got Toba, you got Kunta, so he probably would have tried to figure out a way to it would have been a loophole. He probably would have came out there with two flags, but he would have been on that thing that
one
Deion
was upside down. Yeah,
he would have had his knee on that thing that Deion had his knee on after he got his toe surgery. So it looked like he taking the knee, but he's just rolling. Yeah,
rolling two flags.
Yeah, he got the knee down, but he got the flags up. So I think that would have been a clever way to do it, man.
They got to go get Jameis, man. I think that's the best option available for them. Just find a way to go get Jameis.
It'd be too expensive, man. It's too rich. It's too rich. And then when you bring him in there, it's gonna mess things up because now, all right, you can't start him right away, so he got to learn a playbook. Now and now you just show Zach Wilson that you ain't got no trust in him, but he still got to play 2 or 3 more weeks, knowing that you don't believe in him.
He know they don't believe in him. Why you think they got a 39-year-old quarterback?
That's different. You went and got one of the GOATs. You know you're moving aside when one of the GOATs come on.
Yeah, if you call Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady type deal, then you know what time it is.
Yeah, but when you go, you look like what looks like a lateral movement, and then you tell me I got to move aside for somebody that don't know the playbook. Nah, man.
I mean, if Zach take his feelings out of it, he can see it as it's a business move. You were the second quarterback. The first quarterback went down. Now there needs to be a quarterback behind you.
Nah,
they could play it that way.
He do got a quarterback behind him.
You putting Tim Boyle in the game?
They signed him
for optics. They needed a third quarterback.
They had to have one. Now they need a third one again.
So go get Jameis, man.
But yeah, I do kind of. I ain't gonna say I understand because Dallas looked absolutely like world beaters. I don't buy into the Dallas stock because we know what Dallas has a tendency to do. But I think a lot of that had to do with the way the Giants just stunk up the joint. They just looked bad. And while we are sitting on this podcast, I just got an alert that says Giants Darren Waller says nerve issue might be the cause of his hamstring injuries. So
what I tell you, I told you, son is habitually hurt for no reason. Like it never happens on game day. That man get hurt on Tuesday in the chow line.
So there's another hit to a 40-0 absolutely embarrassment of a game to a team that I don't even know where they go from here. But like Mel said, when you pay the quarterback and you don't pay your best player, like that stuff tends to come back and bite you, man. Like they look like this. They look like a team that needs to rebuild, and they have a very expensive quarterback and probably, like Mel said, a top 5 running back. And now you're looking like you need to rebuild. That is crazy to me. So, we'll see. I think that people don't have faith in the Giants, rightfully so after that performance, and I think that's why they had Dallas so low, because Dallas absolutely embarrassed them dudes. That defense looks real. Dak was competent. He wasn't great, but he was competent enough to not blow that game. But
do that things.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, but that's being smart and being a veteran. You got to be able to read the room and know, oh man, we got it rocking. All I got to do is don't make no mistakes, right? And,
don't mess up.
And Allen didn't know that with Buffalo. All he had to do was what Dak did. He didn't have to go get 350 yards and 4 touchdowns. He didn't have to go get that.
Just game manage.
Yeah.
Just game. Desmond Ridder.
But Dak actually looked nervous the whole game. Like it looked like he was playing scared to me.
He hears everything
because
he knows what's going on.
Because think about the talk that would have been on radio the next day if he somehow blew that game.
It wouldn't have been no talk. Y'all buying into this Trey Lance stuff.
No, I'm not talking about like Trey Lance would have been bumped up immediately. I'm just saying like all the slander that Dak gets, he doesn't get none of the praise when they do good. He gets all of the flack when they do bad, and rightfully so. Sometimes he does shoot himself in the foot. But
he got paid. He's fine.
I think he gets praised a lot. He gets a lot of praise. He gets a lot of flack, but he brings it on himself a lot, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it would have been the same thing if he would have blew that game, or at least ended up throwing like 2 or 3 unnecessary picks.
Yeah,
he's an easy target. People don't like Dallas fans, and Dak is their easiest target when you trying to get at a Dallas fan because that's their quarterback, and they swear by him. You ever hear Corey talk about that? Oh man,
call in Corey.
Y'all know,
but that's the same,
Giants
that's the same thing that happened with No, go ahead.
Y'all know the Giants' next 5 games? It's the Cardinals, the Niners, the Seahawks, the Dolphins, and the Bills.
So they getting one of those. They getting one of those games.
If they don't get Arizona, they're going to go 0-6.
They get one. They get one.
That's a gauntlet to start the season, and your line looked that bad. Your offense looked that bad. Your defense looked that bad.
How much Danny Dimes getting this year? 40 mil.
Their defense didn't look horrible.
They
look horrible, but when you got the offense turning over the ball as much as they are, like you have any defense on the field for that much,
it was on. Yeah, I mean they couldn't even kick a field goal. The defense was on the field way too much.
They made Saquon Barkley look like he wasn't good.
That's hard to do because that dude is
a beast.
So I think all 7 of those sacks came from like people coming from the edge. Like none of them was sacks through the middle. So that offensive line may not be as bad as you think it is. Well, it's pretty bad, but put an extra tight end in. Yeah, put an extra tight end in, or keep another running back there to, for pass protection. Like do something, help them out. They made no changes trying to help Daniel Jones out at all.
I wouldn't be surprised if you go back and look at that film and Saquon let all them rushes come in. Saquon just missing assignments on purpose. Go get them, boy. Get them, boys.
That's spicy. That's spicy.
Knock the sonic rings out of him.
It was getting so bad that they was coming off the corner, and the commentator was like, "Oh my god."
Knock $40 million worth of sonic rings out of that man. Yeah, they should do that. Remember when they started doing the Nickelodeon basketball games? They should do that for football. And when quarterbacks is getting overpaid, getting knocked and sacked, I think coins should just fall out of their daggone pocket.
Oh man!
Knock the $40 million worth of sonic rings out of that man, yo.
Oh man!
Oh man!
All
right, man. What's the